fun thing happened today, which gave me the idea for this next episode. So hello and welcome to episode 4 of Joy This Moment. I'm your coach, Mary Ahmed, here to open hearts and transform minds so you can live your most joyous and successful life ever. So let's talk travel drama. Dun, dun, dun. So next week, I am popping off to the lovely, the beautiful, the United Arab Emirates to see my dad, to see some old friends, to just chill out. I was very tempted to take this one-way ticket because I just haven't been for so long. But I thought, let's have a return ticket and see what happens when I'm out there. So, traveling in COVID times, it is bound to be an adventure. And I was like, okay, I know I have to order this COVID PCR test. I need to make sure the test is valid for 96 hours before my flight. So I had this whole checklist and precautions and things to do. So I got super organized and ordered my test last week, and I knew that, okay, this weekend I have to send the test back to the lab, and I just ordered at home out of convenience. Then I get a message informing me that there are a list of specific clinics that the UAE government has approved, and you should be getting your test from those places. So I was like, okay, that's just what I gotta do. So I go on the portal, I try to find a clinic close to me. Turns out the closest one is in London, and I'm a few hours away. So I was like, okay, I'm now popping off to London. So a little bit of a day trip before, sort of like the pre-party for the main party in the UAE. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is what happens when you are traveling in that uncertainty and things are changing, and I'm taking decisions as and when they come. So as I was explaining all this to my mother was like, oh my gosh, so the test that you bought, you've just wasted the first round of money, and oh my gosh, you have to go to London, and oh my gosh, it's such a hassle, and oh my gosh, this, and I was like, I didn't plan for any of this. I'm literally going with the flow. I'm also fully aware of a lot of things that could actually go wrong or not in my favour. So for example, it's quite funny when it's happened. I was due to fly next Thursday, and the moment I booked my ticket, I was like super excited, gearing up. I was like, yep, I'm going Thursday 17th. A week ago, the airline emailed me and said, your flight's cancelled. So I was like, this is hilarious. I finally find this amazing deal to go see my dad, and the airline's telling me that this is cancelled. I was like, okay, fine, they'll just book me onto something else. Then they brought the date forward, so I was like, okay, I'm not travelling on the 17th, I'm travelling on the 16th. Cool, I'm going a day earlier. Clearly, the country wants me there a day earlier. So I'm like, yay, why not? And, things have just been taking form since then, and things haven't entirely sort of gone to plan, but there's other things that could go wrong, we're hoping for a positive test. Sorry, oh my gosh, no, we're not. no. Positive attitude, but not a positive COVID test, guys. We're hoping for a negative test. Things could happen in the meantime, tests could be delayed, the flight itself could get cancelled. There are all sorts of things. Now, whilst my mother was kind of spiraling into all of this negativity of everything could go wrong, I was trying so hard to focus on everything that could go right, which is, okay, I'm popping off to London, a little bit of a detour, a little bit of an adventure, get a negative test result, get my butt on the plane to the UAE, see my dad, see my friends, and enjoy the time there. So this is it, guys. You have to really enjoy things as they come. Life is actually quite unpredictable if you think about it. I know the pandemic has I feel like the pandemic has revealed the anxieties we have within us when it comes to how we view life itself. Because if you think about it, and if you really, really think about it, And this sounds a little bit morbid, but bear with me. If you think about it, the only certain thing in life is death. Dun dun dun. The only certain thing in life is death. We're born and everything else in between is to be determined, and then at some point we die. So we know that the death point is coming. What do we do in between? Well, you're taking things as they come. We like to think that we have things set out for us. We like to think that, okay, we're in a job, we're locked in this 2 or 3 year contract, and that's it. Well, how do you know the company won't go bust in 2 months, and then where's the next bit of your income going to come from? You don't know that. We like to think things are set in stone, but they're actually not. And what the pandemic has done is really exposed the uncertainty of life itself. That's how I like to see how things have been happening. That's my interpretation of what the pandemic is trying to teach me, that life is uncertain, and it is what you make of it. So I like to see things from a very opportunistic perspective, that okay, so we have to spend 2-3 months inside in lockdown. Okay, I can't go outside, what can I do inside? So I always try to bring my attention to what I can do in the moment that will help me or help other people, or anything that I can do to make myself feel better. So of course, focusing on all of the negative thoughts and all of spiraling down this negative catastrophic route of everything that could go wrong between now and getting the COVID test, going to London and then getting to UAE, it's just not worth it. It really isn't, because here's the thing, the more I worry about it, the more it will happen. So I just stay in the present and enjoy the weather. By the way, we have lovely, great weather in Norwich today. It's super sunny, super lovely. I had a wonderful morning yoga session outside, and my grandma was like, why aren't you doing yoga on your mat? Whereas I was literally on the ground, on the earth, grounding myself in yoga. And grounding is a practice I love to do in the morning, because connecting with the energy of the earth, it just dispels any of the negative energy that I might have absorbed through the night. And it's something I love doing in the morning, just to get myself started for the day with freshly energized earthly energy. You can really check this out between neuroscience, yoga, and spirituality, because that's the bridge where I'm hanging around. But it's just the electrons and energy from the earth can actually replenish us and our systems. So look into that. Actually, like, grounding is a wonderful tool for calming anxiety. And I'm someone that used to get morning anxiety. I don't really get morning anxiety anymore, but I just love connecting myself with the earth, and the earth is also one of my core elements. All right, so that's it for this episode. Learn to focus on the present and enjoy the journey. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and catch you in the next one.